Hi, and welcome to the second episode of Rocky TV. With pre-season training starting in a couple of weeks' time for our state league teams, we took the opportunity to talk to first team coach Rob and one of his assistants Alex, as well as reserve team coach Darren and his assistant Andy. Finally, we spoke to the club chief medical doctor Danny Bayliss about his role within the club.
Rob and Alex, the first team coaches for the season coming ahead. Rob, start with you, just on reflection of last season. What are your thoughts? Season's finished now.
I thought we had a really good season last year. Coming up from Division 2, really young squad. I thought we handled it really well. We had a couple of sticky patches at the back end of round 1 against some really good sides where we struggled, and we sort of bridged that gap. And you've seen towards the end of the season, we were right in the contention for the top 4 into the last few rounds. But against the top side second time, we really acquitted ourselves really well. So I was really proud of the players, and I think another year experience and playing at that level will be really good next year.
You mentioned about coming up previous year from Division 2. Did you notice a difference in the standard?
It's a massive step up. Yeah, Division 2 there's a lot of easy games. There's no easy games in Division 1. All the teams, we even had Darren here second last game, and they were really good. Mm-hmm. Every team's a real tough game, home and away. There was no comfortable wins for us. Whereas in Division 2 you can get away with a bad day, but you really got to be on your game every week in Division 1.
Alice, as assistant, do you have to keep him under control at certain times?
Yeah, I'm not worried about him. It's more Billy. It was really good having, obviously myself and Rob been down for the last few years and seeing the team evolve and keeping this pretty much the same squad together. And then last year bringing Billy in as well. Both Rob and myself played under Billy quite a while ago down here. But it was good that the players adapted and changed to the different styles that we've got. Pretty laid back, and then got that forceful as well.
Do you have an outstanding or a memorable moment from last season?
Last game of the year. For me, manager away 4-4. Pretty inexperienced manager going to win the league, and we come up and spoil the party a bit.
I think my highlight was Western Knights at home. That was a real tough game. Western Knights they're a fantastic side, and for the first 45 minutes we had them really under the cosh, and we lost Daniel Macklin to injury. He was dominating the game, got a really bad tackle, and then second half they got on top, and then for Paul Larvin to come off the bench and score the winner in the last minute. He doesn't score many goals, Paul, but this was a crack.
And it was a cracking goal as well, wasn't it?
Goal, and the roar from the crowd, you would have thought there was 2,000 people here. It was probably the loudest I've heard it in a long time.
So we've had our break. We've got pre-season training in a couple of weeks' time. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, really excited. I think we've pushed it back this year. Usually we start November, December, but we pushed it back to the 13th, just 4 sessions before Christmas to shake off any cobwebs, and then we'll be ready to go in January for a tough pre-season, because you've got to be fit in this league. Yeah. We want to have a good night series as well. So
I think the players are chomping at the bit as well. They've all said to us we're ready to come back, so it's really exciting. Can't wait for it.
So last season we finished, some say joint 5th, some say 7th. So we're looking for a top 4 position next year. Is that a realistic possibility?
I think you've got to improve. So we've got to go upwards of 7th. To think that we were sort of at level on points with 5th, we're not far off 4th. But yeah, I think we're Joondalup leaving the league. We were a very good side. I think that we could maybe aim higher if we get the right players in. We've got a talented bunch of young boys, and if we recruit well, we could be in the mix, because we only lost one game, I think, convincingly, which was Joondalup away. They sort of taught us a bit of a lesson, but every other game we were right in it. So we're not far away. We just got to recruit well, and I think we'll give a good account of ourselves.
Well, good luck for that, and I'll catch up with you probably in the new year at some kind of pre-season training when the boys are all moaning on how hard you've worked them.
You can come down the beach, Jim. We'll be down there on a Saturday morning in January.
I might come and join you and watch. We're now joined by Darren and Andy, the reserve team coaches for last season and for this coming season. Darren, I'll start with you. On reflection on last season, a bit of a slow start, but 6 or 7 games in we sort of picked up. Do you have any reason what the change in performances were?
It was more of a change in attitude, I think. I mean, the performances were there. We only won 2 games in the first 10, but they were against Ashfield and Joondalup, who were unbeaten at the time at the top of the league. So it was a bit of a strange one. And then I think the boys had a little bit of a get together, a bit of a heart to heart, and then sort of flipped a switch. I mean, we went through, we only lost 2 games the second half of the season. One against Mandurah, who finished second, and the other one was against Joondalup, who won the league quite convincingly. So it was a big turnaround for the boys and something to build on for the season coming ahead.
And Andy, any particular highlight from last year that sticks in your mind still?
No, I think just for me personally, the attitude of the boys towards me coming in halfway through the season, very receptive, good bunch of boys. Probably the second half of the season, the performance and the way they played. And I think, maybe biased, but by far I think we played the best football out of most of the reserve teams.
Good.
So, yeah.
So let's move on then. We've got pre-season training in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that?
Yeah.
Looking forward to making the boys work hard in the hot weather.
Just looking forward to the heat.
It's the same though, isn't it? Every season, 2 weeks after the season, like, pre-season's coming around again, then a couple of weeks before it starts, you're jumping at the bit to get back involved. So yeah, it's good to get back out there again.
Yes.
So any hopes for next year?
We've got there's a lot of good players stepping up from the 18s, and then we've also got the lads that were with us towards the end of last year. So there's a lot of potential there in the squad. If we can pick up from where we left off, then I think everyone's going to enjoy themselves. Hopefully we can get a couple of boys up towards looking towards Rob's squad, give him a couple of things to think about, then I think it'll be a good season all round.
Well, wish you good luck with that, and I'll catch up with you in the new year after they've all sweated out their pre-season training. Cheers guys. Thanks. So now we're going to be joined by Danny Bayliss, the sports medicine person for the club. Danny joined us last year. Danny, how have you found the club since you joined us?
Very enjoyable. I've had a really good time. I was really well received within the club. The players really took their time to get to know me and was really well received. And yeah, I'm sure the club must have been happy with my services because they invited me back, which was really nice.
Yeah, we certainly invited you back, and you've agreed to come back, so we must be doing something right, like you must be. So thinking of last season, was there any unusual injuries that you come across?
Definitely the dislocated elbow was one that certainly threw me for a loop for a while, certainly threw the other trainer for a loop. But we managed to relocate it here on site. We gave him the appropriate medical needs that he required, and we got him off to hospital where they took an x-ray and found out that they couldn't have relocated it any better than what I'd done here. So that was a bit of a bonus for us.
Now, I think it's safe to say that soccer or football's not your number one sport, is it? Are you learning the laws of the game?
I am learning very quickly, trying to. I've made a couple of blue-boos, but no, my background's American football and AFL. I played 22 years of semi-professional American football, and then I played a half a season of AFL, for which I got suspended for because of the way I tackled. So I decided that it'd be better to return and try and be medical in that side of it. I'm a critical care paramedic, so yeah, I just keep working hard at that, specialising in sports medicine. What I'm really looking forward to is what the club's done for me, which is that the club has organised to get my sports massage business up, which we only charge $20. We come to your home, it's done all exclusive, there's no time limits, and for $20 it's a good deal and it helps pay for my university degree.
How about that, in a free plug for you as well. Well, Danny, I know that you're one of the characters around the club, and we look forward to seeing you around next year with that happy, cheeky, smiley face of yours.
Thank you very much. Have
Cheers,
a good
mate.
day.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching this latest video from Rocky TV. Remember, this is your channel for your club, so why not get involved? Come and have a chat to us and tell the rest of the world about your team, your mates, and anything else football related. Ways to get in touch and display, so don't be shy and come and say hi. Until the next episode of Rocky TV, it's bye for now.